the wrestling duel, the basketball game, you'll see that you're live streaming right now. And we haven't got our audio ads back yet. So rather than, I'm going to go with one of the states. Audio. And instead of that one, it won't do that anymore. And as soon as I get them in, you can go in here and switch your audio template to whatever you want. And I'm going to unclick that one. There's so much more we've got to show you.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure there's a great deal.
We actually got this where it's automatically playing now.
Yeah.
These will automatically play. So, yep. You've got hotkey buttons here where you can set these up with like shortcut keys. We're going to teach you how to do that where you won't hardly use your mouse anymore. You'll just be up here on your keyboard running the entire operation from here on. You are streaming. You've got that. Good. You're good. The only thing you were missing is that one extra step. Brody will be here. Oh my goodness, it's moving out. Look at that. Oh baby.
Okay, so we have audio or not? So when Brett comes up.
You do have audio.
All right.
You're 100% live.
Okay, we're testing, Alan.
Yep.
Test 1, 2.
Which mic are you on? I know why.
Testing 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Okay, we're at the second half of the JV game in Colome, where ACDC Thunder is leading Colome 14-6. Colome with the possession of the ball. Katie Heath down the court and fouled with a body block. Colome will have the ball out of side bounds. Out of bounds, Jacqueline Lapworth taking the ball in, makes the pass into the backcourt to Katie Heath as she comes down the middle of the court. Takes the lane, up hard, comes down, and a travel called on ACDC. Colome retains possession underneath the hoop. 5:36 left to go in the third quarter, 16-6 ACDC. Colome setting up for their out-of-bounds play. Ball goes into the middle to Heath. She's up, off the back. Rebound comes down to ACDC, and down the court they go, right down the middle on a fast break. Nice pass off the foot. Good defensive hustle by Katie Heath and the rest of the Colome team as they got down and stopped that play. ACDC taking the ball out underneath the net. Good defense. Pass goes out to the top of the key. To the left. Good defense by Jacqueline Lapworth as she keeps her girl in front of her. Down to the corner. Passed into the paint, turnaround, down below, nice pass, up, and she scores. Number 24 for ACDC. Beulah Black Cloud. Colome comes down the court, Jacqueline Lapworth with control. Down the side, Colome breaks that press nicely. Jacqueline drives, dishes it off to the side, back to the wing. Nota Boom. Nota Boom takes her girl. Back to the front of the court. Turnover. ACDC on the break, coming to the left side. Good hustle by the Colome defense, gets down and stops her. Rebound comes down to Alexa McKenzie, jump ball. ACTC, excuse me. Cowgirl basketball. Katie Heath will be taking it out. ACDC puts a full court press on. Colome gets the ball in easily. To Heath, back to Lapworth. Nice press breaker on that. 24 with the steal. Down the court. Colome puts up a stop, shots up. Rebound comes down to Heath for Colome. Has the ball taken away. And on the shot, there is a foul. That's a foul on Katie Heath. Number 24, that's her first foul. 4:21 left in the third quarter. ACDC leading 18-6. We have number 14 at the line, Megan Mutter, 5'6", sophomore. First ball is up, and it is good. Goes back to the line for her second free throw. Ball is up. It's off the back of the rim, and number 24 comes over the back, and the foul is on Thunder. Number 24, Black Cloud. He's bringing the ball in up the court. Press breaker is on. To the left, over to the left side of the court, back to the middle. And across the court, Colome did a nice job breaking the press put on there. Ball goes back, struggle for the ball, and there is a foul called on, I believe, one of the ACDC players, number 14, which would be Megan Mutter. Colome takes the ball out on the sideline here. Jacqueline Lapras taking the ball out for Colome. Ball is in, it's tipped. Scramble for the ball, 24 gets it. Still scrambling for the ball. Nice pass underneath. 14 scores for ACDC. 19-6 with 21-6 with 3:54 left in the third quarter. Notaboom down to the corner, drives, nice pass into the inside. Katie up, long rebound by Adrienne Larson, up, misses, scramble for the ball. ACDC's down the court, make it run at it. Shot is up, off the 14 pumps from three-point area, and it is short up. Rebound goes to ACDC. She puts it up and in. Katie Heath bringing the ball down the court for the Cowgirls. Makes the pass to Notaboom. She's down, makes the pass inside to Alexa McKenzie. It's batted away, and ACDC on the run again. Ball is put up. Long off the back, up again, off the board, and off of one of the Colome players, ACDC's ball underneath the hoop. We're reporting in a whole squad of players for ACDC. 5 people check in, number 14, 40, 10, 20, and 30. ACDC's ball underneath their own basket. Colome sets in a 2-3 zone. Ball comes in, out to the top of the point, other side, at the top of the key. To the wing. Back to the other side, to the top of the point. ACDC moving the ball well. Pass into the paint. Pivots. 3 seconds. Turnover, ACDC. ACDC has taken the press off. Colome brings the ball down. Cowgirls looking to score on this court, this travel down the court. Pass in, nice pass into Katie Heath in the paint. She's up and she is fouled. Foul's on number 40 for ACDC. It looks like that's her second foul. This will put Katie Heath to the line. is up, and it rims out. Should be shooting one more. Score is 23-6. AC/DC with 2:27 left in the third. Shot is up, and she gets that one for Katie. Colome goes back into the defense, and AC/DC comes down the court, looking to score. Pressure put on. Now to the wing, to the other side. To the corner. Back to the top. To the wing. Looking for an inside pass. There it is. Oh, knocked around, going back out to the side. Cross court, picked off by Adriana Larson. Pass went astray down the court. Back to AC/DC, picked off again, this time by Katie Heath. Colome retains possession and is going back down the court. Nice pass from Jacqueline Rapper to Adriana Larson. Adriana trying to drive the lane, puts the shot up, no good. Rebound is off of AC/DC, stays on Colome's end of the court. We have a substitution. Hannah Rowe comes in for Alexa McKenzie. Colome's ball, out of bounds play. Pass comes into the middle of the lane to Katie. Goes to put the shot up. It's partially blocked, and AC/DC comes back with it. Now we have a steal. Hannah Rowe got her hand on that, got a piece of it, puts up the shot, and it bounces out. AC/DC with the rebound. Down the court we go, and a travel. Colome retains the ball. Good hustle by both teams on that. Hannah Rowe taking the ball out. Pass goes to Jacqueline Lapworth. She brings it up to the point. Pressure put on by the defense up there. Nice put by Notaboom. Jacqueline Lapworth down line. Drives in and puts it off the board for two. 23-9. 1:17 left in the third quarter. AC/DC coming down the court. Top the key to cross. Drives the lane. Looks to pass it back out. Foley grabs it. Puts it up and in from down low in the paint. Lapworth bringing the ball down. Getting hassled by the AC/DC's defense, and we have a jump ball. More substitutions for Lake Andes. It looks like we substituted in 4 or 5 different people there. Timeout, Colome Cowgirls. 53 seconds left in the third quarter. AC/DC is leading the Cowgirls 25-9.
Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college, but all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball in their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up. Lessons that can't be taught in the classroom and often aren't taught at home. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
AC/DC with the ball in. Top of the key to the wing. Nice effort by Hannah Rowe there. Tried to make a steal. Ball went out of bounds. Darcy Myers made a check-in for Jacqueline Lapworth there. Comes in to play some defense. Good defense by Hannah Rowe. She picks off the ball down the court. Makes a pass to Notaboom. Notaboom up. Layup is short off the rim. The scramble for the rebound, and it is a jump ball. Looks like possession goes to the Cowgirls on that. They'll be running their out-of-bounds play. 30 seconds left in this third quarter. Couple picks made, pass into Notaboom. Notaboom is short. It comes down, rebound to number 12 for ACDC. Ball's tipped out of bounds. Good hustle there by the defense, but ACDC still has possession of that. Pulls in. Down the court, coming down the court, in the middle of the court, to the wing. Adriana Larson getting in there and forces a jump ball on that. Stays with Thunder. Looks like Colome is picking him up man-to-man on this inbounds play. Now slipping back into a 2-3 zone. Ball's at the top of the key. To the wing. To the middle paint. She drives, and it is off of her foot. And the ball goes back to Colome with 5.6 seconds left. Let's see if we can get down the court and make a score on this. ACDC putting a little pressure on. Colome asking for some help. Bring the ball down. Ball's in. Katie Heath coming down the court. Makes that pass long to Adriana Larson. And we just ran out of time before we can convert on that. So at the end of the third quarter, the ACDC Thunder is leading the Colome Cowgirls 25-9.
1% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college, but all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball in their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up, lessons that can't be taught in the classroom and often aren't taught at home. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical South Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, here we are, start of the fourth quarter. Cowgirls with the ball, went down, and we have a foul call on number 1-2 for ACDC. White's ball underneath their bucket as they perform their inbounds play. Shout out to the two Harder girls living out in Washington, alumni of this Colome Cowgirls team. Shot up by Duffy, short bounce off the other side. Rebound goes off of Black, and Cowgirls get the ball back underneath their bucket. Rowe with the ball underneath. Makes the pass into Duffy. Duffy tries to get into the paint, and it's picked off. Andy Central on the run. Up, and the basket bounces in for them. Good hustle by ACDC to get that ball away from them and down the court. 5:37 left in the fourth, 27-9. The Thunder leading the Cowgirls. A nice drive down the middle by Duffy. Duffy goes to put it up, and she is fouled. She'll be at the line to shoot. Fouling Thunder, number 12. That's her second. Elizabeth Duffy at the line. Elizabeth's 5'4" sophomore. Ball is up off the back of the rim and bounces back from the front into drop in. Shooting one. Ball is up and nothing but net. She gets that second one. She drains it. ACDC down the court. Looks like Colome setting up a 2-3 defense. Duffy and Notaboom up on top. Hannah Roll, Rainey Hermson, and Adriana Larson picking up those bottom three spots. Colome putting good aggressive defense on here. To the wing, turns around, drives. Oh, makes a nice pass into the paint. 30 up with it and scores, and she's fouled in the process. Number 30 made a nice cut to the lane there, and they found her, and she spun, put the ball up, drained it. Thunder at the line for one shot. Off the back. Rebound comes down to the Eagles. Up to the top of the key. She's thinking about it. She pumps it, and it is short. Adrienne Larson down with the rebound. Oh, pass picked off. Put up. Rebound goes to Duffy. Duffy's going down the side of the court. Driving. Ball gets picked off. Picked off again. We have a timeout by the officials. It looks as though we have an injury on the court. So we have an official timeout going on. Scores 29-11. AC/DC Thunder leading Colome with 4:45 left in the fourth quarter of this JV game. Sorry, I'm still in volleyball mode, folks. Looks like we have a substitution in. Right now we have Darcy Meyer, Rainey Hermson, Adriana Larson, Matrix Notaboom, and Jacqueline Lapra taking the ball out. Nice pass into Matrix. Matrix tries to make a pass into the middle. It's contested, and the ball is out of bounds, but it goes back to the Cowgirls. Jacqueline underneath the basket. She is one of our freshmen. Makes a nice pass into Rainey. Rainey Hermson up with it. Goes a little long. Rebound comes down to Thunder. They're down the court, trying to make that cross-court pass. Bounce around between some knees. Eagles come up with it. We have a travel called on 22. Colome gets the ball back. Matrix Notaboom at the top of the key, bringing the ball down. Nice pick made by Adriana Larson. Nice pass into the paint. Rainey Hermson up. Oh, off the back of the rim. Jacqueline Laproth comes down with a rebound. Little too tall for her. She went to go back up, and they just took it away. 30 took the ball away from her. AC/DC back down the court. Top of the key. To the wing. Back to the top of the key. Other side wing. To the base. Taking a look. Not going to do it. Back to the wing. Looking for that pass in the middle. They got 30 down into the paint. To the wing. Looking for those picks in the middle. Back to the top of the key. To the other side. AC/DC running a pretty fluent, fast-moving offense. Cowgirls are staying right with them. Getting in the passing lanes. Not letting them get the ball. Cross-court pass. Thought about it. A little too deep to take that. Ball goes cross-court again. Again, they're thinking about that three-pointer. Nice move by Jacqueline Lapra, trying to anticipate that pass. Got in front of it, but it went out of bounds. Still Black's ball. Elizabeth Duffy checking back in for Adriana Larson. Elizabeth had a little bit of a bang up here a little while ago. She's looking all right, though. She's back on the court. Adriana's taking a rest. Out of bounds on the side. Ball to the top of the key for AC/DC. Back to the wing. She's thinking about pumps a three, and she got it. 32-11 Thunder with 3:06 left in the fourth quarter. Elizabeth Duffy with the ball at the top of the court. Nice pick by Jacqueline Laprith. Had a turnover on a takeaway. Ball went back down the court. Knocked out of bounds. Thunder receives the ball back on their end of the court. Had a substitution of about 4 AC/DC Thunder right there. Colome setting in a 2-3 defense. Ball comes in to the wing. Back to that corner. She's going to pump it. Just off from three-point range. Elizabeth Duffy comes down with the rebound, bringing it down the middle of the court. There's a pass to Darcy Meyer in the corner. Darcy pivots, puts it up, and gets it into Rainey Hermson, and she puts it off the board and gets 2. Defense hustling down to the wing. Looking for that pass in the middle for AC/DC. 12 takes a couple dribbles, goes around, puts it back into the middle, She puts it up, and it rolls around and bounces out. Rainey Hermson with the rebound. Cowgirls back down the court running with it. Duffy down into the middle of the paint, puts it up, comes off the back rim. Darcy Meyer with the rebound, puts the outlet out to Jacqueline Lapworth, takes a shot. It goes long. Rebound comes down to the ACDC Eagles. Thunder, excuse me. Coming down the court, top of the key, to the wing, to the corner. Takeaway by Elizabeth Duffy as she makes her way down the side of the court looking for somebody to bounce that off to. There it goes to Notaboom. Notaboom, turn around, up, and good. 15:32, Thunder. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Good pressure put on by Jacqueline Lapworth, and there we go. Matrix Notaboom with a steal. Ball off to Elizabeth Duffy. Duffy looking. Out to Notaboom, top of the key. Over to Jacqueline Lapworth, who pumps it from out there, and she gets it to fall. Jacqueline Lapworth drains a three-pointer and gets it to fall, but underneath we had a pushing foul by number 20, Rainey Hermson and Colome. Basket does count. Foul on Rainey. ACDC retains possession, gets possession back, and down the court we come. Good pressure by the backcourt of Colome. Up to the top of the key. Still good pressure by those girls out in the front there. Two guards working really well up here, keeping those girls in check. Gets the ball into 40. She puts it up. It's long. Rebound comes down to Jacqueline Lapworth. She's bringing it down, slows it down, brings it to the middle of the court, set up the offense. Pass into Rainey Hermson in the middle of the paint. She goes to turn around, put it up. It gets blocked. Hustle for the rebound. Notaboom gets it on the side court. Back to Jacqueline Lapworth. Gets the ball into Duffy. Duffy paint off to Rainey Hermson, and she puts it up and scores. Nice turnaround pass to Rainey, and Rainey turns around and pumps it. 23 seconds left. Colome behind 20-32. Colome's defense being aggressive. Rainey Hermson gets up in that pass. Gets it slowed down. It does go out on Colome. Thunder gets the ball underneath their basket. 15.4 seconds left. Ball inbound pass gets tipped around, and it is off ACDC. So Colome gets the ball back here to chance to score with a little bit of time left. Can bring this down to a 9 or 10 point game. Duffy down the middle of the court looking for a pick. She gets it from Notaboom. She pumps it, and it is good from 2-point land. 22-32 with just under 5 seconds. Good pressure put on by Jacqueline Lapworth. She's chasing the gal down the court. And that's your ball game, folks. Good defense put on by the Colome Cowgirls in that last quarter. They came back a long ways. Please stick around and hang on for our varsity game. Brett Heath will be commentating that for you, so thanks for joining us.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical South Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college, but all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball in their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up, lessons that can't be taught in the classroom and often aren't taught at home. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
American Family Insurance believes dreams are worth pursuing.
Every weekend we do new things with the kids. Getaways in the RV, projects around the house, golf.
American Family offers a range of insurance designed to protect your dreams. And with our claims team available 24/7, quality service is always within reach. Contact your local agent for a competitive quote. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. American Family Mutual Insurance Company and its subsidiaries. Home office, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
The John Deere 2015 Fall Peak Season Promotion is underway at Grossenberg Implement with locations in Winter, Pierre, Phillip, and Nebraska locations, Bloomfield, Hardington, and Wayne. During the month of November, purchase a John Deere generator. It's the perfect tool for any job site, and they provide backup electrical power during outages. Plus, when you purchase a 3,600, 6,000, or 8,000 watt John Deere generator, you'll get a free 50-foot extension cord reel valued at $159. Don't wait, the Fall Peak Season Promotion ends November 30th.
I perform for our high school choir director, who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music, the performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
This message presented by South Dakota High School Activities and the high school in your community.
Repairing today's high-tech vehicles requires precision, skill, and the latest state-of-the-art technology. At Hughes Brothers 2, we understand what a hassle it can be when your car is in the shop. That's why our staff works hard to get your vehicle back to you in a timely manner. From routine preventative maintenance to complex repairs, too. Our talented staff has the experience to get the job done right the first time. 2. Please let us know how we can best serve you today by calling Hughes Brothers 2 at 842-1887.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in South Dakota are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college, but all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball in their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up, lessons that can't be taught in the classroom and often aren't taught at home. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical South Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college, but all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball in their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up, lessons that can't be taught in the classroom and often aren't taught at home. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activity.
All right. Welcome back to the Colome Cowgirls Live. This is Brett Heath. Kathy Harbonics on the other side of the mic with me tonight. We're going to get to announce the first Cowgirls and the AC/DC Thunder. Colome had a tough game the other night. Lost a close one. Hopefully there was a few things they could take away from that and come back and tonight have a good challenge tonight. AC/DC looks like they're pretty tough in the warm-ups. Looks like they're a good set of shooters. Move well. It'll be interesting to see how we come out tonight. A lot of talent on this year's squad. We got a lot of things. We got several senior leaders that can come in and hopefully take away some good aspects of the game and come off with a win tonight. We've got a couple minutes left here. I'm going to go ahead and give the starting lineups for Andes Central. Starting for Andes Central, they've got quite a few seniors, juniors on this team. Starting at one forward is going to be number 11, Kennedy Mucky. She's a 5'11 senior. Anna Vanderpool, number 15. She's a 5'7 junior. She'll start at guard. Shaylin Stoltz. She's a 5'7 junior. She'll start at forward. Shayla Vanderpool is a 5'5 guard, and she'll start as a guard at number 23. And then Abby Bonhoffman, number 35. She's a senior, 6'1 at center. Has been playing for Andes Central and Dakota Christian. She's been playing for them since she was a freshman, been one of their mainstays coming through volleyball, basketball, both. She's a good, talented athlete, so she'll be somebody they'll really have to keep an eye on tonight. Kathy, what's your take on the game? Does she have a mic? No? Well, it's first new in the season here. We're still figuring out the equipment too. I guess it doesn't look like Kathy maybe is mic'd up right now. We will get her there in a minute. As it is, we're 51 seconds away from game time, and we'll be going on here. The Cowgirls start 4 seniors. Start Morgan Hofelt. She's a 5'4 guard. Destiny Notaboom is a 5'5 guard. Callie Heath is a 5'11 junior. Mariah Kinzer is a 5'10 senior. And Taylor Harbonic will start at forward. She's a 5'8 senior as well. We'll get here to the in-house starting lineups and the national anthem, and we'll be back in just a minute.
Okay, test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2, 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
Okay, and you can hear me here?
Can you hear me?
You can hear me there? Just barely, yep.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Brett, you're right. This is a good group of seniors that the Thunder brings. This Kennedy Mucky and some of these girls I remember from the volleyball season, Abby Von Hoffman, they're good leaders. They've been around for a while and played together. I know this AC/DC is a combined effort between Dakota Christian and Andes Central this year, but hey, they're making it work. So I look for this to be a good contest.
They've got the best talents out of 2 schools that had decent seasons last year, and combine them together, and they could sure be a team to contend with in our region or our district for sure.
Absolutely.
Waiting on the in-house announcements here for the You can tell it's the first game of the year. Everybody's having just a little bit of technical issues and things
Nobody's
like that.
electronics want to work tonight.
Nope.
I can't remember. I know last ACDC had a game earlier in this week, I believe. Do you know what the outcome of that was?
I don't. I didn't hear how they came out this week. Be interesting to know.
I think we're going to skip pregame and
I think
go right into the national anthem.
I think we're going to skip starting lineups, and we might go straight into the national anthem. Looks like we got a trombone trio this evening.
Yes, it is.
All right, and that was our national anthem was a trombone trio tonight. Kind of a, well, I hadn't heard it done that way for a while.
I hadn't either.
That was cool.
They sounded really nice.
Sounded really good. And now we got our in-house. Let's do our in-house starting lineup. We do have our sound system going. All right, getting set to tip off now for the second contest for the Cowgirls this year. It'll be their first home game. Callie Heath's going to jump against
Abby Van
Van Hoffman. Waiting for our clock person. All right, I think we're set, and we're set for the tip-off here for tonight's matchup between the Colome Cowgirls and the AC/DC Thunder. And tip's controlled by AC/DC. And we've got a pass into Bon Hoffman in the middle, and right off the bat, AC/DC gets 2 points right off the bat, and they come out with the press. Number 15, Anna Vanderpool, gets a steal on the press and goes in and gets fouled. And she'll go to the line for 2. I'm a little bit like you, Kathy. I heard you earlier call them the Eagles.
I know, I did that too.
It's hard to get used to this co-op.
Yeah,
these co-op
names.
Look
at those colors together, and they're the Eagles to me right away. And
yep.
I know better too.
Always have been.
Nice rebound there by Kelly Heath.
Dishes off to Arbonic, across the floor to Mariah. Passes back to Callie, drives inside, layup misses, but a rebound by Mariah Kinzer, and Colome's tied it back up. Good rebound by Mariah. Good hustle by the girls to keep it alive.
Colome's coming out in a 2-3 tonight.
And ball tipped off Andy Central, goes out of bounds. It'll be Colome's ball. Into Morgan Hofelt. Passes down to Callie Heath. To Mariah. Mariah tries an inside pass and gets tipped off by Bon Hoffman. That's just a lot of arm to get over. The Thunder comes back up the floor. They dish it back into Bon Hoffman.
Got a double team down here in the bottom. It's working well for us right now.
Back out to Vanderpool. Back to Bon Hoffman. Vanderpool, she attempts a 3, and it's missed. Rebounded by Mutter. Goes up in the middle, and she'll be fouled. That foul, I think, will go against Callie Heath. Yep. Shooting foul against Callie Heath, and that'll bring Kennedy Mucky to the line to shoot 2. And the first of 2 attempts is good. Second attempt by Mucky is short, rebounded by Callie Heath. Dishes out to Taylor. Pressure on the floor. Taylor gets it across the line to Morgan Hofelt. Back to Arbonic, over to Noda Boom to Mariah Kinzer. Mariah goes up for a shot. Gets misses a shot, gets rebounded by Callie Heath. She goes up for a shot and is fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2.
That's a good weak side rebound for Callie. When we crash that weak side, we can really cash in on the points with our height down there in the bottom.
Well, they've got the ability there. It's just a matter of making sure they stay after it, and so far they're doing a good job tonight. The first attempt by Callie is no good. Second attempt will be coming. Second shot is also no good. Rebounded by number 22, Salen Stoltz. Passes it back to Vanderpool. Across the line to Mucky. To Vanderpool, attempts a 3. It's off, but Mucky is there for the rebound and the 2-point shot. Good full court press being put on by AC/DC, but Mariah Kinzer, they get a pass down line, gets it beat, and Mariah misses the shot, gets rebounded by Callie Heath. She misses, and it's rebounded by Mucky. She brings it up the court.
Look.
This is off to Vanderpool. The Thunder slow it down here. Vanderpool's got the ball at the top of the key. Passes it down
keeping
to
solid in that
Stoltz.
2-3, keeping those big girls out of the bottom there. Doing a pretty good job on them so far.
And number 15, Anna Vanderpool, goes in, drives in the line, and gets
That's the
fouled.
second. Looks like so it's the second foul on Morgan Hofeld, perhaps.
Yep. Shot by number 22, Shaylin Stoltz. Three-pointer is no good. Rebounded in a foul against ACDC, and
I think they called that off the top of the bucket, but I think there would have been a foul if it had come down. Looked like they had somebody over our back down there.
And just when I'm starting to get names figured out, they come in with a whole new line.
Yep, sorry, I'm not helping you there. I know a few familiar faces, but I don't know all these girls. Colome's right
getting
now,
a good job of doing a press breaker and a good shot down low to Mariah Kinzer. She gets a 2-point bucket, real easy conversion there with a nice press breaker.
Colome's doing a real nice job of staying patient with that and sticking to what their plan is, and it's working for them.
Ball out to 25 Handsome to
They're running that cutter along the bottom. That's opening up that baseline for them.
Black Cloud is also in the game. Dishes down low to number 25. She is just kind of surrounded by Mariah and Destiny and Kaylee, and she loses the ball to a jump ball.
Okay, we'll take that back.
We'll take that. That's right. And still trying to do the press break. And
still showing good patience with that. Watching where we're going with the ball right now.
And making good passes right now. That really helps.
Being patient.
Mariah up on the
taking
point.
A look at it.
Dishes down to low to Taylor Harbonic, and it's a nice 2-point bucket for Taylor.
That was a nice pass from Mariah. Way to look for it. They're seeing the court particularly good at this point.
Yep, and just playing patient. That's what they need to do. Good defense right now by Taylor, and just about to turn over. Andy Central passing out wide. They got a couple cutters, and we got loose ball going for, and we got number 15. Number 15, Anna Vanderpool, drives to the line, and I think she gets fouled by number 22, Callie Heath. Gets her second foul with 3:51 left in the first quarter.
That might be just a little nerves coming out there. They're driving that middle pretty hard.
They are. All right, first attempt is no good, and number 24, Katie Heath, will be checking in for Callie.
3:51 in the first. Colome down by 1 point.
And playing very patient. They were down by 4 real early on, so good to see them playing patient and coming back in. Ball is tipped around underneath, rebounded by Katie Heath.
Nice patience by a freshman there. Kind of got overwhelmed by somebody behind her, but stuck with it and waited for that ball to come back to her. Good job by Katie.
Dishes back to Harbonic, to Mariah, out to Nota Boom. 15-footer, and it's good.
Nice to
and
see
Cowgirls
Destiny shooting those.
Yes. Nice wide open shot. She had it. She took it. Vanderpool drives, dishes out. Mutter tries a three-pointer, but we got a 3 seconds in the lane on.
They're trying to widen that out. I think the girls out wide. They're trying to get Van Hoffman open there, and the.
Just good pressure underneath. Good defense. Nice job on the press breaker. Coming down, seeing the floor. Katie Heath makes a shot and misses it. Gets a rebound, gets stripped. And here comes the Thunder. And rebound by Von Hoffman. They need to get her pushed out of there, but she
Morgan
misses
just
it.
wasn't quite tall enough to draw that call.
No. Katie Heath stopped her there. Good shot there, and it's another shot by Anna Vanderpool, and scramble underneath there.
Good job by Katie Heath that time, and Mariah Kinzer had Von Hoffman blocked out clear up there by the end line for the volleyball court. She had her out of the rebounding
out of the picture.
zone.
That's right. And just scruffle underneath, and the ball goes out of bounds, comes back to ND Central, and it's a three-point shot. Morgan Hofelt coming after the ball. It slows it down. There you go. Drifts it back to Mariah Kinzer. Dishes out to Harbonic, to Katie Heath. Katie, little 10-footer in the lane, misses it. Nice fighting by Mariah Kinzer underneath of there for the rebound.
She stuck with that and
Stuck
stuck with that and got
and
that.
gets a foul as she's going down trying to make a layup. So nice play by Mariah Kinzer. We'll see if she can convert the two. And the first shot is no good.
Elizabeth Duffy checking into the game for Taylor Harbonic.
It's good to see a few young girls being able to spell these older girls, giving Colome a little bit of depth.
Absolutely.
Just makes it a lot easier to make it through the game. That was something, second attempt is good by Mariah Kinzer. That was something I noticed the other night. They were just having a little trouble finding their game legs. And so tonight they're keeping them fresh, and so far they're playing really well. Pass to number 11, Mucky, and she loses the ball. Mariah Kinzer fighting for it underneath. It's a jump ball.
I think that one goes back to the
Thunder. And that
Thunder.
should stay to the Thunder, yep. On the court for the Thunder is Stoltz, Mucky, Vanderpool, Flying Hawk. And a shot by Mucky is out of bounds, dipped around, rebounded by
Morgan
Hofelt. Comes up the court, feeling a little pressure. Destiny Notaboom makes a drive, gets slapped out of her hand, goes out of bounds off of Andy Central. Dakota Christian, it'll be Colome's ball. Colome's leading this one 9-7 right now. Ball passes into Elizabeth Duffy, passes it right back to Mariah Kinzer. She misses the rebound, but they get it stripped away from Von Hoffman, and they come up, and Mucky tries to drive in between a couple of Colome girls. Draws a foul, but gets knocked down in the process. And here comes 4 new girls in for Dakota Christian and East Central.
Yeah, they just couldn't quite get turned around fast enough to get that in front of her. Got her with the body.
If they could have got their feet planted, they just a little fast coming. Here'll be the first shot by Mucky, and it's no good. And here comes almost like a line change in hockey. Everybody goes out, everybody comes in.
He's keeping them fresh. Coach is keeping those legs fresh over there on that Thunder side.
And I see Rainey Hofelt checking in at the table here. She's going to be coming in too. Second attempt by Mucky is good.
Probably going to give Mariah a little bit of a rest.
Yep. And Mariah Kinzer will come out, and Rainey Hofelt, or Rainey Hermson,
a couple seniors,
another freshman,
sophomore, and
will
a
be
couple
coming
freshmen
in.
out there right now.
Good job of Morgan Hillfelt to keep a hold of that ball in there with the double teamed, and they're really putting the pressure on them, and they're letting them play. There's a couple of times I would have thought maybe a foul, but they're calling them jump balls.
Taylor Harbonic checking in for Destiny Notaboom. Give Destiny a little bit of a break there.
Gives Colome another ball handler here too.
Yes, it does. Yep.
And long pass trying to come in, and they call a jump ball, which is that was
still letting them play.
Turn it back over to the Thunder.
1:40 left in the first.
Colome's leading it by 1, 9-8. Handsome runs it down the floor, passes it down to number 10, Drewmeyer. His shot goes up. Taylor Harbonic gets the rebound, passes it out to Katie Heath. She dishes back to Harbonic, and Taylor's going to try to drive, dishes it out to Morgan. Shoots in, comes in the middle, gets blocked out.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Good hustle, come back to it, gets it back to Katie. Katie tries dishing it into Rainey, gets it out to Elizabeth Duffy. Good patience and ball handling by Colome, trying to get it in there. Nice little shot by Rainey, misses it, and it's come down to number 25, Handsome, for the ACDC, and they come back down the floor.
Still playing that 2-3 zone by Colome, keeping those girls off that in the paint there in the bottom.
making them try their outside shooting, and they don't look like they're comfortable with that right now. They're just not taking them, which is good for Colome.
They're just not getting it to the point they want it at. They keep looking. They'll get it in that low pain area, and the girls are doing a pretty good job right now keeping them out of there.
Keeping them out of there. When they're in there, they just make sure they got 3 bodies in there. A nice tip out by Rainey Hermson, and she gets it out there. They start over. They dish it back in low, and it's a shot off the back of the bang board and comes down to Taylor Harbonic, and she comes down the court on a fast break. Dishes it to Morgan Hofelt. Over to Elizabeth Duffy, and she takes a shot, and it's off the rim and out of bounds, and it goes back to AC/DC with 2.7 seconds left in the first quarter. Morgan will check out, and Mariah will check back in.
I'm going to put a little pressure on this front court here. 2.7 left. Coach is saying no fouls, no fouls.
Long shot, then 3 half-court attempt, and it's out of bounds, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Colome's leading this one 9-8. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college, but all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball in their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up, lessons that can't be taught in the classroom and often aren't taught at home. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
American Family Insurance believes dreams are worth pursuing.
Every weekend we do new things with the kids. Getaways in the RV, projects around the house, golf.
American Family offers a range of insurance designed to protect your dreams. And with our claims team available 24/7, quality service is always within reach. Contact your local agent for a competitive quote. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. American Family Mutual Insurance Company and its subsidiaries. Home office, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
And we're back here in Colome, where Colome Cowgirls are taking on the Andes Central Dakota Christian Thunder. Colome's leading this one 9-8. On the floor here we got Taylor Harbonic, Elizabeth Duffy, Katie Heath, Mariah Kinzer, and Rainey Hermson.
Again, the girls looking good about the way they're running their offense at this point. They're being choosy.
Choosy, making decent passes. And a foul out here on number 15, Anna Vanderpool. Elizabeth Duffy attempted a three-pointer and was...
They're going to call that after the shot. Gives the ball back to Colome. Looks like we have a substitution coming in there.
Jacqueline Lapreth is going to check in for number 24, Katie Heath, another freshman that's coming in, giving Colome some valuable time this year. Just a lot of help from these young girls. Just gonna get better experience, and in another year or two, they're gonna really be showing some experience coming back.
Absolutely good. These girls they like to play well together in the volleyball court, and I like to see that carry on to the basketball court too.
And ball's tipped coming in. Number 15, Vanderpool gets the ball, drives down, misses the layup, gets rebounded by number 20, Rainey Hermson.
That was a good hustle down the court by defense to get down there.
And Rainey takes it coast to coast and stalls up there, and they run by her, and she scores it. Vanderpool driving down the court. We got Bon Hoffman running the paint down low. We got number 51, Sydney Muckey, is another 6'1" freshman up in the paint as well. They're going with two 6'1" girls. And
big collision, and I'm not sure what happened down there, but AC/DC player not happy with what just happened.
The call. Yeah, Anna Vanderpool says her jersey was held and she got knocked down there.
They're letting them play.
They are. Jacqueline Lapreth out on the key. Dishes it out to Mariah Kinzer. Tries a cross-court pass to Elizabeth Duffy, and it was between Elizabeth and Taylor, and they both kind of thought the other one was getting it. Anyway,
it was kind of
it's a turnover
between passes.
Yep, and neither one of them knew where it was coming from. It was just one of those passes that happens, and it goes to AC/DC, and they're coming down the floor. Anna Vanderpool.
There could have been a cut by one of those players. I wasn't paying it. I didn't see it, but
yeah, I think they were just getting off of their cuts and they turned around and didn't see the pass
I think
coming.
that was a pass.
Comes across court to number 11, Kennedy Mucky. She makes an attempted shot, misses it.
Yeah.
The ball goes off the hands of
Initially, I wasn't sure if that was a shot or a pass. I think that was a pass.
I think it was.
That was a pass.
It was
the color commentator to our right here, she's giving their secrets away.
Well, and the ball is stripped from Elizabeth Duffy, and Anna Vanderpool goes down the court for an easy layup.
Got to take care of the ball. Got to take care of the ball.
Pass down into Rainey Hermson, gets it off to Mariah Kinzer, and it goes out of bounds off of an AC/DC player.
That was a good hustle by AC/DC to try to get that.
Get the ball.
And Colome's players were already heading. They were playing defense already. I mean,
it's a good thing she missed it because they were already gone.
You know, sometimes you think you wish you'd gone after that, but on the other hand, it was nice to see him say, "We got to get back.
We got to get back on defense." That's right, and they're thinking about getting back on defense tonight. Passed off to Hofelt to Hermson, back to Hofelt to Jacqueline Lapreth, and she's tied up by Vanderpool, and the ball goes over.
Big back door there. If Jacqueline Lapreth had been about 4 inches taller, she'd have hit that. She had somebody cutting that baseline, and she seen it, just wasn't tall enough.
Couldn't get it. Yep, got tied up before she could get it out of her hands.
She's seen it, though. She's seen it for a freshman. She's seen that cut. She's seen that opening down that back door.
And Colome Cowgirls double team Lake and the AC/DC player, and she gets a back door, but a missed shot, and they pass it around up on the key, try to get it down in low to Mucky, and gets tipped out of bounds by Rainey Hermson.
Yeah, Rainey got her arm in front of her just in time. They were kind of making a back cut on those girls, and they're getting into that bottom of the paint right now.
Nice defense by Rainey.
Yes, it was.
Callie Heath and Destiny Noteboom check back in. And we got a foul.
I think he's
okay, this one's against Mariah. Good, because that would have been less than 5 seconds and Callie would have had 3. Which brings number 15, Anna Vanderpool, to the line. She's a 5'7" junior for AC/DC. And the first shot is good. And it's back to a 1-point ball game. Second shot's on its way, bounces around, no good, gets rebound. Kennedy Mucky had her hands on it, but it went out of bounds, and turn back over to Cowgirls.
Mucky did a good job getting in there. She hustled. She's got a good vertical. She just plain got up on that, just couldn't keep a hold of the ball when she got up there.
Yeah. And Taylor Harbonics gets stopped at the half-court line, and when the pressure came, she was trying to step around it and step back, and it's an over and back and a turnover by the Cowgirls. And number 20, Lily Flying Hawk, will be checking in for the Thunder. She'll handle the ball. We still got Bon Hoffman down low down there.
They're running that deep base. Deep base. There's that pass again. They're trying to... They're setting a double pick down here on that corner.
Double pick on that corner, trying to get Bon Hoffman open, and then Mucky is coming in under behind it and trying to make an open shot. And luckily she didn't get to that one, and Mariah Kinzer was able to get a hand on it. And then there was a foul on Mucky, and that'll be 2 for her, and she'll come out of the game. And Colome will bring the ball up. Morgan Hofelt bringing the ball up. Destiny Noteboom's in. Callie, Mariah, and Taylor. So we're back to our starting lineup for Colome. And a double dribble is called on Morgan when she kind of lost track of that ball there when it got slapped at. And a double dribble, and it'll be Andes Central's ball. And the game's still tied at 11 with 4:45 in the second quarter. Bon Hoffman has just not been much of a threat here right now. They've been doing a good job holding on to her, but she's got the ball right now at the free throw line, but
Oh.
Careful, Callie. You get a foul of doing that. And they're still passing it around at the 3-point line. 2 6'1" girls for ACDC in there. And
they're not afraid.
They aren't.
They're not afraid to use those bodies and hook around and get their position in there.
And the pass from number 51, Sydney Muckey, to Abby Bonhoffman is deflected by Callie Heath out of bounds, and it'll be ACDC's ball under the hoop.
There's the cut in the middle.
And deflected off of Mariah. Boy,
they are getting really physical
underneath there.
He should have called that on.
He could have called it on either way. It could have gone either way. There was some real good shoving going on underneath there.
They were getting really physical down there in the paint that time. I watched him the whole way just to see who was going to call that foul on.
Yep, and it went against Mariah Kinzer, and that'll be 3 for her. She comes out of the game right now. Rainey Hermson's going to come back in for her. And number 24, Beulah Blackcloud, 5'8" sophomore for ACDC, is at the line. She makes her first one. Second attempt coming. And it bounces off the back of the rim. Good box out by Rainey Hermson. And she gets the rebound, and the ball comes up. Morgan Hofelt gets the ball up court. Gets tipped, which tries to pass it into Rainey Hermson, and Lily's coming down the court, and Callie Heath ends up coming down with the rebound. And she's going to be fouled by number 51, Sydney Muckey.
I think Colome's taking a timeout here. Talk about it a little bit. And
Colome will take a timeout.
American Family Insurance believes dreams are worth pursuing.
With 3:57 left in the second quarter, it's Colome 11, ND Central
American
Dakota Christian Thunder
insurance designed to protect your
12. We'll
dreams.
be back
And with our
60
claims
seconds.
team available 24/7, quality service is always within reach. Contact your local agent for a competitive quote. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. American Family Mutual Insurance Company and its subsidiaries. Home office, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
The John Deere 2015 Fall Peak Season Promotion is underway at Grossenberg Implement with locations in Winter, Pierre, Phillip, and Nebraska locations, Bloomfield, Hardington, and Wade. During the month of November, purchase a John Deere generator. It's the perfect tool for any job site, and they provide backup electrical power during outages. Plus, when you purchase a 3,600, 6,000, or 8,000 watt John Deere generator, you'll get a free 50-foot extension cord reel valued at $159. Don't wait, the Fall Peak Season Promotion ends November 30th.
And then we're back in Colome. Kathy Harbonic's helping me. Brett Heath do the first home game of the 2015 season for the Colome Cowgirls. And right now we're in the second quarter, and Colome's trailing ACDC by 1 point. And cross-court pass to...
Good hustle back on the defense. They seen it coming and got back on that.
Taylor Harbonic hustled back, got the picked off the pass, and back over the other side is Destiny Notaboom, and she's wide open, but it's just a little late getting there. And a foul when she goes after the ball. Number 24, Beulah Blackcloud's going to foul Destiny Notaboom.
Some things are opening up down there in the bottom, and our girls just aren't seeing it quick enough. That will come. I noticed that the other night, too. There's some things opening up, and we're just not seeing it as fast as we'd like to.
Taylor Harbonic going to inbound the ball to Destiny Notaboom cross court. She dishes it back to Taylor. Taylor's looking, being patient, comes back, and they get double teamed. She slips through it, and it's rebounded by Abby Bonhoffman.
That was a nice in-out move that she made there. Good. Oh.
And ball after some dribbling around there, Taylor Harbonic gets a hold of the ball, gets it across the half-court line. Comes down, it's open on the inside. She comes in, tries to make a shot, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2.
We may have to start doing that a little bit, Brett. Start taking it to them, taking it to them, open up our shooters. for
Gets them
Morgan
outside and
Destiny.
get them to crashing out so they can dish it down low to Callie and Mariah and Rainey.
Let our big girls do the work.
I think it's going to come this year, Kathy. The first shot by Taylor Harbonic is good. Ties the game up at 12.
Oh, I know these girls are capable. This is a good bunch of kids.
And so much athletic ability.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we get some real leaders out there. These are, I am so blessed to get the opportunity to work with these girls. And I tell you what, they're just some good kids.
And it's fun to watch them progress, Kathy, this year in volleyball. It was a fun year.
Well, it's
and now they're carrying it on into basketball,
Absolutely.
and they're playing together here well. A lot of hustle, a lot of
3 seconds.
3 seconds.
1 second. We'll take that.
3 seconds underneath on ACDC, and the ball comes back to Colome.
See if we can capitalize on that. Get down here. Tied ball game.
And number 24, Beulah Black Cloud, picks up her second foul in about a minute here, and she'll come out of the game. And Morgan Hofelt comes down, dishes it to Callie Heath, and gets off of her hand somehow, and she gets it out. It goes out of bounds, and she
chased that like she thought it went off her hand, but I think somebody tipped that. Kelly.
It looked like it did,
yeah,
the way it come out of there, but Callie sure acted like it was coming off of her, and it did come off of a. Colome gets the ball back, so it must have come off of an Andes Central girl.
Yeah.
But nice hustle by
Great
Callie.
seeing that.
Going out and
Callie's
now takes a
go
good shot there, and
Taylor went weak side and it bounced over top of her.
And Mariah Kindler rebounded by Rainey Hermson, and she's stripped as she goes up, but they are definitely letting them play tonight, Kathy.
That was a strip from behind. You don't see that real often unless you got a 6'3" against a 5'8" or something.
Well, and we had 6'1" against 5'7",
yeah,
so there you go.
Close enough.
But
Rainey wouldn't agree with you on that.
No, Rainey was pretty sure she got fouled. And here's a three-pointer by Vanderpool, and it's off the rim and comes back down to Morgan Hofelt. She comes across the court.
Morgan's cashed in about 3 rebounds tonight.
Yep.
A little small in stature, but they're bouncing out there to her.
Bouncing out there, and she is getting them. That's right.
Oh, nice
Down
movement, nice
to Callie Heath, and she gets the shot from 10 feet, misses it. She goes out to the rebound, but it comes down to Mucky, and Mucky comes down the floor. But she pulls up. Colome got back on defense good. She couldn't get a fast break down there, and it's still, they're playing that.
Couple little senior leaders, they're getting around. They're seeing it. We can't, we're not going to give up that easy bucket.
And Mucky tries coming in and driving in, and she's Callie and Rainey and
they're giving them a lot of time in the paint.
Taylor,
lots of time in the paint.
But they are really playing defense, and they're not giving them anything easy.
They're not. Yeah, Mucky's just, she's just talented. She just went in that time, went right over top of gals.
Yep. And she's tall, 5'11", got a good vertical jump. She had a good shot there. She took it, and it come out good. Ball gets stripped from
I think
Taylor, and Callie gets it picked up.
There.
And there comes a foul. Number 22, Shaylin Stoltz slaps at it and gets a foul. And Taylor Harbonic will go to the line.
They are definitely letting them play. Both ways.
Both ways. It's being called even.
Absolutely.
It's just both teams are getting to play, and sometimes I would rather see that than a whole bunch of fouls.
Yep.
But we've got a couple of new girls coming in for Colome. Katie Heath is coming back in for Callie Heath, and Adriana Larson is coming in for Destiny Notaboom.
Harbonic at the line here could tie it up if she can drop these in.
And the first attempt on a 1-on-1 is no good, and the ball is coming back up the court. Number 25, Lydia Hansom.
We've moved into a man-to-man, I think. No, maybe not. Drop back into a 2-3.
And they still got...
There you go, Katie.
Katie Heath got a rebound on the inside, dishes out Taylor Harbonic. Taylor's coming up the court. And just short there, and ball is stripped. They are playing. Rainey Hermson back down the floor, and she's going to draw off, or she's going to get a foul.
Just for a second there, I thought he was going to let that go.
I thought so too. But that's going to bring number 15, Anna Vanderpool, to the line. And she definitely looks like AC/DC's ball handler and outside shooter. She ain't afraid to bring it down the court and try to drive it in. So it was good defense, just a little behind, and tried to slap at it and got a ball. And the first free throw attempt is going to be good, and that'll bring in number 4, Elizabeth Duffy. She'll come in for Taylor Harbonic and give Taylor a rest. And so Colome's got a whole, well, I guess Morgan Hofeld's the only starter out there right now. So a bunch of young girls in there for Colome right now, and that's good.
Good rebound there, Rainey Hermson.
Nice outlet pass to Morgan Hofeld. Over to Duffy. Katie Heath, she drives in, tries to dish it off to Rainey Hermson, and she passes it right back to her, and a little confusion there. And a travel
missed call
and a half-court attempt is no good, and we are at halftime. So at halftime of the opening game of the 2015 season for Colome, right now it's Colome 12, AC/DC Thunder 15. We'll be back in several minutes.
John Deere 2015 Fall Peak Season Promotion is underway at Grossenberg Implement with locations in Winter, Pierre, Phillip, and Nebraska locations, Bloomfield, Hardington, and Wayne. During the month of November, purchase a John Deere generator. It's the perfect tool for any job site, and they provide backup electrical power during outages. Plus, when you purchase a 3,600, 6,000, or 8,000 watt John Deere generator, you'll get a free 50-foot extension cord reel valued at $159. Don't wait, the Fall Peak Season Promotion ends November 30th.
I perform for our high school choir director, who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music. The performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
This message presented by South Dakota High School Activities and the high school in your community.
Repairing today's high-tech vehicles requires precision, skill, and the latest state-of-the-art technology. At Hughes Brothers 2, we understand what a hassle it can be when your car is in the shop. That's why our staff works hard to get your vehicle back to you in a timely manner. From routine preventative maintenance to complex repairs, too. Our talented staff has the experience to get the job done right the first time. 2. Please let us know how we can best serve you today by calling Hughes Brothers 2 at 842-1887.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in South Dakota are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college, but all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball in their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up, lessons that can't be taught in the classroom and often aren't taught at home. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college, but all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball in their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up, lessons that can't be taught in the classroom and often aren't taught at home. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college, but all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball on their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up, lessons that can't be taught in the classroom and often aren't taught at home. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical South Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college, but all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball on their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up, lessons that can't be taught in the classroom and often aren't taught at home. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
American Family Insurance believes dreams are worth pursuing.
Every weekend we do new things with the kids. Getaways in the RV, projects around the house, golf.
American Family offers a range of insurance designed to protect your dreams. And with our claims team available 24/7, quality service is always within reach. Contact your local agent for a competitive quote. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. American Family Mutual Insurance Company and its subsidiaries. Home office, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
The John Deere 2015 Fall Peak Season promotion is underway at Grossenberg Implement with locations in Winter, Pierre, Phillip, and Nebraska locations, Bloomfield, Hardington, and Wayne. During the month of November, purchase a John Deere generator. It's the perfect tool for any job site, and they provide backup electrical power during outages. Plus, when you purchase a 3,600, 6,000, or 8,000 watt John Deere generator, you'll get a free 50-foot extension cord reel valued at $159. Don't wait, the Fall Peak Season promotion ends November 30th.
I perform for our high school choir director, who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music, the performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
This message presented by South Dakota High School Activities and the high school in your community.
Repairing today's high-tech vehicles requires precision, skill, and the latest state-of-the-art technology. At Hughes Brothers 2, we understand what a hassle it can be when your car is in the shop. That's why our staff works hard to get your vehicle back to you in a timely manner. From routine preventative maintenance to complex repairs, too. Our talented staff has the experience to get the job done right the first time. 2. Please let us know how we can best serve you today by calling Hughes Brothers 2 at 842-1887.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in South Dakota are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college, but all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball in their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up, lessons that can't be taught in the classroom.
All right,
and
we're
often
back
aren't
in
taught
Cologne.
at home. This message presented by the South
30
Dakota High
seconds
School
left
Activities
till
Association.
game starts.
and
Here we
South
go.
Dakota
Cole's coming out on the floor.
Interscholastic
Kathy, you got a couple
Athletic
stats for us?
Association.
Yeah, I've got Mariah Kinzer with 5 points, Taylor Harbonic with 3, Rainey Hermson with 2, and Destiny Notaboom with 2. We just need to get Callie Heath and some of our gals a little more involved in our offense scoring here. And Callie's come down with 6 rebounds. And Morgan's had a couple bounce out to her. We've got some girls rebounding. We just got to get some girls involved in our offense, move the ball around a little bit, and put the ball in the hoop.
Got to keep hustling on that weak side board, and they're doing a good job of that tonight. And ball comes in to Callie Heath, passes it back to Taylor.
Good bounce pass.
Double team, and Taylor tosses it over to Destiny. Destiny puts her on her hip, gets knocked out of her hands, and goes off of ACDC. It'll come back to Colome.
ACDC being pretty scrappy out there. Thunder's putting some defense on the court.
They aren't afraid to slap that ball and make sure it stays moving. Right now, if Colome ties it up, it just seems to be going. Ball goes down to Callie Heath. She makes a shot, misses it, gets rebounded by Mucky.
That's okay. We need her to keep going up with that shot. We need to get that up there and get it in.
There you go, and thank you. Ball comes over here to 22. Stoltz goes in. Mucky comes in, does that little kind of sky hook there in the middle. And that's
she kind of goes left to right with her dribble. She gets that from one hand to the other really well.
And she's not afraid to toss that up, and she's not bad at it either. And shot from Taylor Harbonic, long, and it goes off of
Mucky's foot, I think, or her
she
knee.
was falling down.
Yeah.
It goes off, and
Mariah was pretty sure, but she was blocking
Vanderpool out of there, and they were trying to push her into the ball so it could go out of bounds off of Colome, but it didn't, and comes back to Taylor Harbonic, makes a shot, kind of gets blocked in the air, and Mucky comes down with a rebound,
Yeah, I'm thinking
Vanderpool comes down with a rebound and gets tied up right away, and it's Andy Central, like in Dakota Christian's ball.
And they're putting out a really physical team here tonight.
And here comes Mucky on that inside little move again, and she steps around Callie Heath, and she's just a lot of confidence there on that. Hofelt passes it down to Notaboom. Notaboom bounce pass goes off the Thunder player and out of bounds. It'll be Colome ball underneath. Katie Heath checks in for number 22, Callie Heath. And ball comes out to Hofelt, over to Notaboom, down to Harbonic. She tries a 16-footer.
And gets planted
afterwards, yes. And
no whistle.
Boy, they are just letting them play. Oh, that one was a hand. Mariah Kinzer had a hand to the face of the Andy Central girl, and they called it clean ball. So, they are letting them play.
They are definitely letting them play. Got lots of stuff going on here.
Hofelt to Notaboom, back to Hofelt, down to Katie, over to Kinzer. Harbonic takes a shot.
Katie comes away with that.
Rebound and goes up for a shot and gets fouled by number 35, Abby Bonhoffman. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2. And a little pushing and shoving going on between plays even.
I'm thinking so too.
First attempt by Katie Heath, a little short off the front of the rim.
We're just not shooting very well from the line there tonight. We are 2 for 8. We have just got to pick that up.
Elizabeth Duffy checks in for Taylor, and Taylor gets a little rest there. Second shot by Katie is off the back of the rim and out of bounds. It comes down to Mucky. She drives down the court, picked up by Morgan Hofelt. Passed it off to Stoltz. Back down to Mucky, and she comes inside for that little move and gets tied up. Stripped of the ball, and Morgan Hofelt comes down with it. This is it to Taylor, or to Mariah Kinzer, over to Notaboom, back to Elizabeth Duffy, and she takes a shot and gets fouled afterwards, and they're going to count it and give her a free throw.
Wow, she got the shot and fouled and didn't even fall down. I mean, last call was missed, and we both
knocked the shooter down and still didn't get a foul. Here we get they are kind of letting them play rough. All right, they're going to call it after the shot now, and it's going to be Colome ball under the basket.
Way to stand in there, Duffy.
And Elizabeth gets the ball into Mariah. Mariah goes up and just
into the trees, and she just couldn't get it over them.
Stripped. Mucky gets the ball down, comes down the court with it. Gets it off to Mutter.
Brought that score back 19-14.
Back to Mutter, to Mucky, 3, and gets rebounded by Anna Vanderpool, and she goes up for the rebound and gets fouled. And she'll go to the line for 2.
I think
foul goes against Elizabeth Duffy.
Gave that to Liz. Yeah, she was on the weak side and seen that shot coming and timed her jump, really got up in the air and went the other direction on her.
The first shot by Vanderpool is good. That makes the score 20-14 with 4:58 in the third quarter. Taylor Harboni checks back in. Destiny Notaboom sits down. Second attempt by Vanderpool coming up. And it is good as well. AC/DC's coming back with a press right off the bat, and they tie up Morgan Hofelt. Colome keeps possession of it.
Now, early in the game here, we were very patient with this. We got some new personnel in. We'll see how this goes now.
Yep. And they did a good job earlier in the game.
Yep.
And they inbounds the pass to Katie Heath. She's coming up the floor, and they're going to call a foul. Going to be on number 14, Megan Mutter.
That's her 4th.
That's 4 on Megan Mutter.
I believe she's one of her starters.
She is one of the starters, yes. Nope. She's take that back. Yes, okay. She's not, but she came in right off the bat.
Didn't have that stuff wrote down. Offense has got to be moving.
Harbonic to Duffy. Just tries one-handed over the top pass to Mariah Kinzer, and it's just too high, and it comes down on the far side. And it comes back to Mucky. Mucky's going to come into the lane, gets the ball tipped down, and she gets a hold of it and walks out of there with it, literally.
Fortuitous bounce there. Our girls had her surrounded.
And she come back out of there with it. Passing around up the top of the key. They're not having a lot of luck on their down low. We've got a player on the floor again. They are just letting them play. And Anna Vanderpool drives the lane.
I'm not sure what that call is. I believe it was a call on the Thunder. 24.
Yep. Number 24.
That's 3 on her.
Beulah Blackcloud. She was the one that her and Mariah were tangling underneath there. Threw an elbow and got called for a foul.
Kelly Heath coming back in. We need to get her into the offense there.
Oh, and Callie gets the ball. There you go. Gets it back to 24 to Katie. Katie gets it over to Mariah Kinzer, and Mariah gets...
That's number 4.
There's number 4, and Beulah gets another shot there. And Mariah will go to the line to shoot 2.
We got to start dropping in some of these free throws.
We're not shooting free throws very well tonight.
No, we're not.
We need to get them going in. First attempt by Mariah is no good. Getting a couple new personnel coming in for the Thunder. Black Cloud and Shayla Vanderpool come out of the game. Second attempt by Mariah is good. That makes the score 15-23.
That's Mariah's 6th point for tonight.
Mucky to Vanderpool. She drives the lane.
Mariah gets a rebound.
Mariah gets the rebound off of the missed layup, and Taylor Harbonic bringing the ball down. Gets the ball pitches the ball to Callie Heath, and Callie got it off her fingers, and it's out of bounds. Ball goes back to the Thunder. Cowgirls still playing a 2-3 defense here. Ball comes into Mucky. She's going to try it. They're stripped by Morgan Holfelt. And a timeout is going to be called by the Thunder. As the ball was being tied up, they call a timeout. And with 3:20 left in the third quarter, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college. But all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball on their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up. Lessons that can't be taught in the classroom and often aren't taught at home. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college. But all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball on their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up. Lessons that can't be taught in the classroom and often aren't taught at home.
3:20 left in the third period. Andy Central Dakota Christian has the ball. And inbounds. Passed back to Mucky. She gets it into number 14, Megan Mutter, and Mariah Kinzer is called for a hand foul.
I think that might be
Mariah's
four
for her. And she's going to sit down, and Rainey Hermson is going to check back in.
Rainey Hermson, yep. Putting another freshman down in that low post position.
Against those 5'11", 6'1" girls, and just. But you got to give those girls credit. They've been playing hard, and they've been doing a good job anyway.
You know, and I noticed our upperclassmen are you know, kind of talking to them out there. I see good things.
A lot of
I see good
offensive
things.
Foul on number 11. May Kennedy Mucky shoves Callie Heath off to get position and gets called for the foul.
Trying to beat around her on that, and she just, I think,
and that'll
probably
be 3 for her.
Not a particularly good screen move there by Miss Mucky.
No. And we'll see if Colome can capitalize on this one.
Yeah, we need to start right now. We need to start going.
And the ball is knocked out of bounds by a Thunder player, and it'll come back Colome possession under the hoop. Colome's done a very good job tonight against that full court press.
Yeah, they have.
They just are playing
even
patient.
with their young kids in.
Long shot by Callie Heath off the back of the rim.
Went to back, and Taylor Harbonic went onto the weak side and got a double team block out on the other side. Could not get in there to get
They
that.
had Taylor blocked out there, no doubt about it.
Yep.
And
if that had bounced on the other side of the net, we'd had 2 points.
Yep.
That came on weak side where they had a double block out. I know we had people on the other side.
Yeah. And we got ACDC's moving the ball around, and they get it pitched out of there. Rainey Hermson going to fight for the rebound and comes down with it.
And gets it.
Dishes it out to Taylor Harbonic, and Taylor is coming down the court with some definite pressure. And the ball goes off of Taylor Harbonic and called out of bounds.
All right.
And then comes back to the Thunder, and Elizabeth Duffy checks in for Morgan Hofelt. And I agree with you, Kathy. It's a good job by these older girls from Colome, really helping coach a few of these younger girls and just being patient with them, playing with them, keeping them involved.
And saying, hey, it's okay. You know, well, we need you out here. We got to have you out here, and
really helping give those girls a boost of confidence.
Mikey taking the baseline.
And this is a back out high. They dish it into
now that's crazy.
Vaughn Hoffman, and that was a
foul.
Taylor Harbonic reached clear around her, and they called it a jump ball. I don't know if they're letting them play or just not calling the fouls, but they are. It is definitely an aggressive game out here tonight, and we get a travel against ACDC, and the ball's going to come back to Colome. Trailing 15-23 with 1:54 left in the third quarter. Ball inbounded to Callie Heath, thrown back to Harbonic. Harbonic come down the court.
They're moving the ball well together. There they go.
There you go. Gets it across the timeline. Gets it back to Heath. She's going to drive in. Gets stripped by the ball and overthrown an ACDC player, and Taylor Harbonic comes back up with it.
Just about got tackled.
The girl only had her hands around her knees. She didn't actually knock her down. But overthrows Callie Heath going down the court, and
tried to make that work. They both did.
It was the right idea. Ball just a little high and goes out of bounds off of Callie's hands, and ACDC will bring it back.
Callie says, "Yep, I was there. I was trying. I just couldn't get to it, but it was a nice thought. Tells me the girls are still looking for things to happen.
They are looking down the floor and looking for an open player, and they are just still trying to pass the ball. It's a good thing to see." ACDC again moving it out here at the three-point line, passing it back and forth, trying to get Bon Hoffman open underneath, and just not happening. Bon Hoffman and Mucky both are just not getting a lot of looks there at the hoop. And an attempt by number 25, Lydia Hansom, is a miss, and it gets rebounded by Rainey Hermson and dishes off to Elizabeth Duffy. Comes down to Harbonic, to Callie Heath, to Katie Heath, back to
the give and go was there.
Callie Heath. Katie is right for Rainey Hermson. Come up with the ball, and as she goes to move with it, she gets fouled by number 23, Shayla Vanderpool. Reach in, slap the ball, and they're now in the bonus, and Rainey Hermson will be at the line, shoot a one-on-one. And Destiny Notaboom and Morgan Hofelt check in, and Katie Heath and Taylor Harbonic take a seat for a minute. The first shot by Rainey Hermson one-on-one is no good, and ball is brought down the floor by ACDC. Still out the outside, drives in a little bit. She comes in, and a shot by number 20, Lily Flying Hawk, is good from about 10 feet out. And Colome's back down the court. Nice pass by Rainey Hermson to Morgan Hofelt.
That was a good pass, looking down there and finding her open.
And getting it to her is just a
ball just rimmed out.
Yep. And
Lucky
is going to take a 12-footer from the baseline with a second left, and it's good. And at the end of the third quarter, ACDC scores, and it's 27-15. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college, but all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball in their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up. Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college, but all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball in their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up. Lessons that can't be taught in the classroom and often aren't taught at home. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college.
And we're back in Colome. Start of the fourth quarter. It's Colome's ball over here on the near side. Callie, he's going to inbound it.
We just need to generate some offense here. We just can't seem to get anything going.
And a little soft pass by Elizabeth is picked off by number 15 Vanderpool, and then she's fouled going up for a layup. She'll go to the hoop for two, or to the line for two. Just a little bit of a frustration foul there. And the first shot is good. And Elizabeth Duffy will take a seat, and Taylor Harbonic will come back in. Second shot is up and no good, and
bounces over top of Rainey. She had pretty good position. I think the Mucky was behind her, just got a finger on it and took it out of her.
And a three-point shot by Kennedy Mucky is good, and a foul by number 14 Destiny Notaboom is going to send her to the line for another one. And Destiny's going to take a seat, and Jacqueline Lappert is going to check in for her. Jacqueline, another one of those freshmen that's getting some time and just doing a good job, hustling.
Yes, she is.
She's always hustling. Ball comes in to Holfeld, over to Harbonic across the line. Good job on the press there. Back out to Holfeld. Over to Lapreth. In the corner, down to Callie Heath. Callie drives around the player and gets a shot that falls.
We need to get Callie
nice
in
little soft 15-footer by Callie in 17:32, and Vanderpool coming down the court stops, and old Jacqueline just makes sure that ball don't get to stand still without her being there.
Yeah, those were Callie's first 2 points. We need to get her involved, and it gives a spark up there. Jacqueline, she's getting in her face and making her work a little harder.
Yep.
She's going to go into the lane.
Try that
where
shot,
she goes.
and
she's got it.
Just got such a soft touch, and she can shoot it from several feet out or right in there, so she's hard to defend on that one. Ball comes down to
that's
to Callie Heath across the line, and Mucky's going to get a foul trying to go for the ball.
That's number 4 on Mucky.
That's 4 on Mucky.
She knew it too.
She
knew it when she did it. Wish she had that one back.
About took contact out of Callie there, but she held on to the ball, which is a good thing.
She held on to it.
And she'll go to the line to shoot a one-on-one.
Kennedy knew the minute it happened that she.
Yep.
That
see it on her face.
Not what she wanted to have done.
She was not intending to do that.
I think we have a timeout here.
And we have a timeout here.
Yeah.
And timeout taken by, I believe, ND Central.
34-17 with Callie having a couple points. We need to get her more involved and get some points on the board.
But overall, they're being patient. They're looking for the open player. They're looking down the court. I think, Kathy, we're going to see some really good things out of this team as the season progresses and as the year goes on. I think it's just going to get better.
I think so too. Those seniors keep their heads up and keep being the leaders that I know that they are, and they've got some just quality teammates at those younger positions and good kids. I agree, Brett. I think that this will progress as the year goes on. Get a couple wins under their belt, and I promise you this will be a different ball team.
Mm-hmm. They're just they're keeping their cool. They're all staying collected. They're still hustling. They're making some mistakes, but most of them are mistakes from just trying too hard. First attempt on the one-on-one's no good, and Bonhoffman rebounds the ball, comes down the court, and Aaron passed there and knocked away by Rainey Hermsen. Now Callie to Taylor Harbonic back up the court. Over to Morgan Holfeld. She's going to drive, gets stopped Tries to force a pass in there, and Callie Heath gets it picked up after a couple others, and she tries to drive around Abby Bonhoffman and catches a knee and goes to the floor. She'll go to the line again. Just good hustle.
Yeah.
They're still strapping for the loose
Bonhoffman
balls.
just couldn't get there fast enough. She got there at about the same time Callie made the move and got a block foul on her. I don't think there was anything.
Nothing intentional,
flagrant there.
Nope,
just
nope.
The way it was.
Just trying to get position and just a little behind. So
they both went to the floor. But
yep. And the first shot by Callie Heath is good. And that's 3 on Abby Bonhoffman, and she sits down right now,
and that
too.
gives Callie her 3rd point for the night.
And the second attempt is no good. The ball comes down to Sydney Muckey and rebounded out to Anna Vanderpool. Comes down the court. Still passing around out there. Good defense. Get her stopped. Coach Laurie's just making sure they all know where their position is and just dribbles around Sydney Muckey, and Callie Heath comes down with a rebound.
Callie skied for that. Good thing, too, because they were all over her trying to get that back from her. That's her 7th rebound for tonight.
Oh, and almost.
She thought about it, but she held that.
And attempt by Jacqueline Laprith is no good, and another player on the floor. And just scrapping for the ball.
They definitely are scrapping.
And they
now it's a scrapping the other way.
They're almost getting to the point they need to slow this down a little bit. Yeah. Somebody's going to get hurt the way they're going at it.
He called out on ACDC, but
it could have gone either way.
Either way.
It could have gone either way. And
sends Morgan to the line
for 1-on-1. That's the 2nd foul on Anna Vanderpool. And the first shot goes to the line for 2.
Coach is not going to be happy about the free throw percentage tonight.
No. And Jacqueline Laprith will come out, and Mariah Kinzer will come back in.
We're shooting 25% from the line.
And her second attempt is good. And a timeout is taken by Coach Lori Kalinda, and with 5:35 left in the 4th quarter, it's Colome 19, ACDC Thunder 34. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical South Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We're back in Colome here. 5:35 left in the 4th quarter. The score is 19-34. Cowgirls are trailing the ACDC Thunder.
Looks like we're going to match up maybe here.
Looks like we're going to a man-to-man defense here. And Callie goes
good help out there. Oh, mercy.
Oh man. And just good help on the Callie went for the ball and got behind Vanderpool, and she took it to the hoop, and good help getting her shut off, and she misses the ball, but boy, that's quite a scramble going for it afterwards, and they're just
that is a push-off, I think, on 24. Yeah. Again, we've got some there's a lot of physical stuff going on there early in the match.
Beulah Black Cloud, that's 5 on her, and she will be out. Another push there.
In the first half, we seen her go toes with one of our gals down on the other end, and this time she was very physical. She wasn't doing anything flagrant, but very, very physical. Got called for a push off or.
No.
Oh, nice pass underneath. Morgan seen that and got the ball to her, and she just got cut off.
Nice move by Rainey Hermson. Little back move. And another push-off foul on ND Central. And
no. He's
no,
calling
on
that.
Callie. He
Yeah,
calls
he's
that
calling
on Callie.
Cole matching
Wow.
up again.
Yeah.
Going to go in a man.
And the ball tied up out there. Good job by Mariah by getting out there, not going past it. Vanderpool's going to really try to push it, and just good rebound by Rainey Hermsen. Out to Kinzer, to Hofelt, to Harbonic, to Hermsen.
Moving the ball well, moving the ball around.
Just really getting cut by Taylor Harbonic, and she goes up and just can't quite get it to fall. And Mucky's going to come down the court, gets cut off there, and it's going to go across the line and then over and back.
Okay,
good
right.
defense, getting her shut off there by Callie and Morgan, double teaming her, and just if they can take her out of her game. Abby Bonhoffman's coming back in. 3 new personnel for Lake Andes. Lake Andes has very good depth.
And they're sitting in there 1-3-1 right now. We don't have anybody running the base on that. Well, not right now anyway.
I think it's going to come. I think it's going to be wide open. They're going to start seeing that. And I think we can get that to go here after a bit. Taylor Harbonic spins off, comes around, drives in.
No, we
and
just cannot buy it.
It was in, it was out, it was in, it was back out, and here they go. And Callie's going to get called for a blocking foul, which is not a good call on her. That should be 4 on Callie. And they're going to give out.
I think he just said white ball, but I'm not sure what
he
he
did.
means.
He did.
I think
he
he meant for
misspoke.
that to be black
he
ball.
did say white ball, but yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
Here we go, back to action.
Bounded into Vanderpool. Over to Vanderpool again, out to Mucky, to Bonhoffman.
Here comes the screen across. They read that. Gales had that one figured
Good job,
out.
Colome, and ball up in the air, just tipped out and going to be called a foul now here,
I think
fighting
so.
for it.
It's either 23 or 15.
On 23. It's going to be a call on number 23, Shayla Vanderpool.
That's it.
And
Send
it's
us
going
to
to
the
be
line.
send Taylor Harbonic to the line for a 1-and-1. Definitely not a boring game to watch tonight.
Well.
Good game to watch. And
Boy, there for a second I thought that was coming
gonna
out.
rim out again too. It's just the way they've been falling tonight. That would have not surprised me. But first shot by Taylor is good. Second one on the way is no good. Now rebounded by Bonhoffman. Out to Vanderpool, and she's going to come in, drive the line, and she dishes it off. She might have had an extra step in there before she got rid of it, but
she went in amongst 4 of us there. She didn't give it 2 thoughts.
Called. No, she just took her straight to the hoop, no doubt in her mind. And we got a timeout, and we'll be back in a couple seconds.
Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college, but all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball in their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up, lessons that can't be taught in the classroom and often aren't taught at home. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association.
American Family Insurance believes dreams are worth pursuing.
Every weekend we do new things with the kids. Getaways in the RV, projects around the house, golf.
American Family offers a range of insurance designed to protect your dreams. And with our claims team available 24/7, quality service is always within reach. Contact your local agent for a competitive quote. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. American Family Mutual Insurance Company and its subsidiaries. Home office, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
And we're back in Colome. 3:34 left in the fourth period. Colome trailing by 14, but not out of it yet. If they can get some things to fall, they've been getting some shots.
Yep.
They're just not falling.
Yeah,
That's only 7 baskets. We got 3 minutes to do that. We can do that. There's been some open looks. Ball tipped away by Bon Hoffman, picked up by Hofeld over to Heath. Callie crossover dribble to Mariah Kinzer, down to Taylor Harbonic, and
Taylor just left too soon.
Yep.
Like a receiver taking hand, and that's gonna roll out.
Roll out too. Rebounded by Mucky. Coming down the floor, cross line pass. Comes over, and Taylor picks her up.
Mucky was camping in there.
And takes a shot and misses it. Rebounded by Mariah Kinzer, and Taylor Harbonic comes down the floor with it. And they're gonna slap the ball out of her, try to slap the ball out of her, and there's gonna be a foul on number 22, Shaylin Stoltz. Gonna send Taylor to the line again.
Shooting 2 this time. See if she can convert on both of these.
And first attempt by Taylor looks good, and it is. First shot is good. Callie and Callie and Mariah Kinzer dropping back. Getting ready for defense. And the shot looks, rims off. Morgan Hofeld there for the rebound. Passes out to Taylor, into Hermsen. Back out to Hofeld. Back to Harbonic to Kinzer from the three-point line and nails it.
Got it.
Told you, Caddy, they're not out of this yet.
They're moving the ball around.
Moving the ball good. They're still looking down the court. They're looking for an open player. I'm just really impressed with how they're playing right now. I'm just really excited for this year.
Gonna help out. They're gonna help out. They're looking.
And Rainey Hofeld doing a super job on the 6'1" senior.
Rainey Hermsen, that
Rainey Hermsen. Just doing a super job there tonight.
Oh, now
and just got backdoor pushed off. She jumped for the ball and went.
Rainey did everything she could. Rainey did everything she could that
and
time.
She did a good job there.
You know, you got a freshman working against a 6'1" senior, and somebody's
just
been playing.
Nice over the court pass, and Callie Heath misses a layup.
Yeah, boy, I think it was Harbonic who made that.
Taylor threw that pass across there, saw Callie standing there wide open underneath, dropped it to her, and Callie just got in a hurry and didn't get it to fall.
That's okay. Those things will come, I believe. I think so.
I think so. Colome ball passed it.
They seen that.
Hermsen back to Hofeld to Hermsen, and Rainey takes a shot and misses it, but
just missed.
AC/DC coming down the floor, gets it to Bon
pass.
Hoffman, and Rainey Hermsen there, but she's going to foul her on the shot.
That was just it was a really nice pass, having her cut down the thing, and Rainey was right with her.
She was where she needed to be.
She's got a foul on her. Again,
she gives up 6 inches to that girl, and still just making her hustle.
And you're giving up 6 inches
in 4 years.
In 4 years, yeah.
And the first shot by Bon Hoffman is no good. And Mucky will come out of the game. And Shayla Vanderpool will come out of the game. So
I forgot Mucky was back in there.
No. And the second shot by Bon Hoffman is good.
Got that one to fall.
Whoa. Okay. Here we go. He was going to just let her play.
I thought they were
I
too.
was like, okay. Well, we could have let Lake Andes come down and score down here. And a shot from Rainey Hermsen at the line. And it rims in and out. And Callie Heath there for a rebound and gets fouled by number 15, Anna Vanderpool. As she goes back up for the shot, and she'll go to the line for 2.
That's 8 rebounds for Callie tonight. She's getting some rebounds. 3 points, 8 rebounds.
If she keeps doing that, it's going to come to where she's going to start getting some offensive.
Absolutely.
Offensive shots back.
First
shot by her is good. Second attempt by Callie Heath is good as well. And Colome's going to put on the full court press here. And Morgan Hofeld tries to cut her off. Vanderpool runs by, and she tries to drive it by Mariah Kinzer, and just off of her hands and goes out of bounds, and Colome gets the ball back. What do you say,
May have been a little contact there just by judging by the look of Mariah's face, perhaps. But, you know.
And Vanderpool's face as well.
You win some, you lose some.
And just didn't lead her quite enough.
Didn't enough, yep.
Morgan was just moving a little faster, and Taylor saw her coming out of the corner of her eye, streaking for the hoop, and she just laid it out there. But that will come too. That is something we haven't seen in the last couple of years that we are starting to see now, and it just. I know we're behind in this game, but I am really seeing some things I'm really liking about this team. And how about a travel there, but rebound by Rainey Hermson. They're going to try to knock it out of her hand. They're going to call a foul after.
I think they called a jump ball, Brett. Well, I'm not sure. They called a jump ball, and there's some substitutions for the Thunder coming in with 48.4 seconds left.
And Hoffman and Vanderpool will come out of the game. And some young girls for ACDC will be coming in. And Morgan Hofelt to Callie Heath to Taylor Harbonic. Attempts a three, and it's good. With 36 seconds left, she drains a three. And she's going to foul coming up the court. Lily Flying Hawk will go to the line here.
I'm not sure if Coach was asking for that foul or not. I wasn't paying attention to what Coach was doing. It was 31 seconds left. I don't know.
I'm not sure either.
I guess Harbonic's got one, so it left her some room to.
Yeah. Not definitely not in foul trouble, so that wasn't. But first shot by Lily Flying Hawk is good.
5'4" sophomore. She's got some years ahead of her here yet.
Played quite a bit tonight.
Yes, she has.
Going to be a decent ball handler for the Thunder. And second shot is no good. Rebound by Rainey Hermson. Comes out to Taylor Harbonic. Dishes it to Mariah Kinzer on the inside. Mariah goes up, gets her own rebound. Second shot is no good. And
I'm not sure who.
And Rainey Hermson come in and really kind of cleared things out, but a little bit too much with her hands, and they're going to call a foul on Rainey. And that'll bring.
I know that's a foul, and of course sometimes you hate to see him foul, but that's a freshman out there being aggressive against the team.
Being very aggressive.
That's had some play time tonight against some quality athletes and older people, and certainly doesn't hurt to see them get those kind of
Taylor Harbonic gets the rebound off the open end of a 1-and-1, dishes it down to Mariah Kinzer, and just misses the layup and goes out of bounds, and the ball come back to the Thunder. Oh, actually, they're calling a foul.
Yep, I think they may have called Mariah reaching over.
That'd be 5 on Mariah, and she'll have to sit down, and that'll bring in Adriana Larson.
Yeah. That ends Mariah's night with looks like around 8 points and 5 rebounds. I don't know that I'm correct on my
unofficial stats.
Unofficial
we'll call them.
stats.
All right, and the first shot of 2 for number 10 Brianna Durmeyer is going to be no good.
I think it's a 10-point game, Brett, and it's still not a bad ball game. I mean,
no,
you're on the wrong end of that 10 points, but. Hey, 3 seconds.
They're going to be,
as I believe is what he just called.
And it's going to come back for Colome with 8.8 seconds left.
So we're going to go down the court, see what happens.
Drives down the court, dishes it off to Callie Heath. Callie makes a move on the inside end. It's going to go up, and it's just going to rim in and out again. It's just been the story of the night.
That's the way the whole night's been like that. But these girls never quit. They came out tonight. Last 3 minutes of the game, we were
played really well.
We were finding people backdooring down there in the baseline and doing some things that are going to only get better as the year goes on.
And I think as the year goes on, they're going to see more of those. It's just going to get better. And I know it's 2 losses on the season right now, but I think we're going to start seeing some things come around.
Yeah.
And we look forward to good things from this team. But for tonight, we're going to call that a night. And for Kathy Harbonic, this is Brett Heath. We thank you. We'll talk to you later.